Hello. Another vlog. We're discussing the graphing method to solve a system of two equations. You look at how I sign this, the equal sentence. That's what an equation means. It's an equal sentence, mathematical sentence. A system means two, or for ours is two. You can have systems of 3, 4, and 5 equations that are more complex. But during when you're learning this concept like we are, two equations is enough. Now we need both equations to be in the slope intercept form for a linear equation. If you watch other vlogs, you should know this concept already, but if you don't, we do have a section on Intro to Graphing Linear Equations. Now, the slope-intercept form is named for what it offers me. The m value is the slope, and the b value provides me the y value for the y-intercept. With those two pieces of information, I can graph the line by hand without using a calculator. Now, both of our equations, we need to adjust them or change how they look and put them into slope-intercept form so we can graph our lines. I'll do that now. So this is our first equation. My goal is to isolate y. So I saw we had 2x on where the y is, so I subtracted 2x from both sides. Now you see that I didn't write 4 minus 2x. I just prefer to write negative 2x plus 4. And now we still have a negative coefficient in front of y. It means y isn't quite by itself there, so we need to divide through by a negative. Now, we see the 4x is on the side of the y, so we need to subtract 4x on both sides, and therefore isolating the y. Both equations are now in slope-intercept form. So we have y equals negative 4x plus 2, and y equals 2x minus 4. We need to identify our slopes for both lines and our y-intercepts for both lines. going to go ahead and graph both lines using what we found here, our slope and intercepts. I've labeled my graph and labeled my scale, the x-axis and y-axis, and then my scale. I'm going to count by ones, both on the y and x axes. And therefore I'm ready to graph my line now. Our red line represents our first equation. The slope equals 2. That means we're going up 2 and over 1. And the y-intercept is -4, which means 0, -4 on the y-axis. Now we're going to graph our second line and see what that looks like. Okay, the purple line is quite steep. It's a -4 slope, so it's down 4 over 1. It's kind of hard to count all those squares on here on the screen, but we can see it does, both lines intersect at one specific point. So both equations share the same solution, and that's the solution to our system. So this ordered pair, 1, -2, is the answer for our system. Now you can check this on your own, and how you would check it, like I said in the previous vlog for graphing, you would replace the x variable and the y variable with our two numbers here, 1 and -2. They both should yield true statements. Thank you. See you next vlog.